okay, that's Bob. Bob is at work. I love this example. This is a real example. Massachusetts, DMV, the driver's license people in Massachusetts, a couple of years ago when they were implementing their facial recognition program, I mean, you know, they were up late with pizza and Jolt Cola, and they were punchy, and the sixth sense of humor comes out, so they said, you know what? Let's test this out. Let's get some photos from the America's Most Wanted website, and let's compare it to the Massachusetts DMV driver's license photo database. And they did, and they actually caught a guy. They called the state police. They said, you're not going to believe this. State police says, yep, it's really Robert Howell, and they went and arrested him. New York Times article. Sun Times article from earlier this year. Illinois implemented facial recognition with their driver's licenses, ran a program to compare all the driver's licenses against all the other driver's licenses to detect people getting multiple driver's licenses, caught a whole bunch of people. Now, we're not the government. A really annoying television producer came to me and he said, listen, you've got all this technology. Can you just run databases on photos and names and catch wanted people without going out for looking for them? And I said, of course. This is what I'll charge you to do the story. And he said, never mind. But I got curious. So I went to the state of Illinois Child Support Enforcement Database. Go home, try this yourself. It's unbelievably easy. You can write an algorithm that will do this. Anybody can. Here's a guy, Blaine, who last paid child support in 2007, and he owes $40,806. And here's his MySpace page with all of his information. There he is, paying the links fees with some of his unpaid child support. Next one's even funnier. Here you have a guy, Ronald, who last paid in 2007. He owes almost $100,000, $99,066. There's his wanted poster. There's his MySpace page. Now, I want you to look. I love this. I want you to look at the difference between the top photo, where he's like buff and in good shape and happy and clear-eyed, and the bottom where he's laying on a couch wearing a T-shirt, you know, putting on weight, blurry-eyed. That's his MySpace friends. So now you know why. That's where the child support and the sleep is going. Okay, so you guys are hackers. You learn about exploits and you try to figure out countermeasures. So you you decide, you know, these facial recognition cameras aren't going to get me. I'm going to go to the novelty store and get a Groucho Marx nose and glasses and walk down the street. Won't help. There are now facial recognition algorithms that are being developed and being made better and better and better and better on a daily basis almost, that any piece of exposed skin can be compared. 95% accuracy. Now, for certain things, that's crap. That means if you check 1,000 people, you're going to get 50,000 false positives. The answer to that is you take that subset of 50,000 people and you rerun them and rerun them until you're fairly accurate. But the nose and glasses won't work. So let's say you get a hoodie, you pull it up, you get the Elephant Man's mask, and you walk down the street saying, I'm a human too. Won't help. They will recognize the Elephant Man's gait recognition. This was first developed, I spoke about this at Stevens. This was first developed, of course, in surveillance crazy England. I don't know if you guys remember Monty Python's Ministry of Silly Walks. That's probably who developed it. But they have a thing that can tell who you are by the way you walk. And the proof that it has some potential, FBI is investing $1 billion, I mean like the little guy, $1 billion in the technology. Cameras are going to be able to look at how you walk. You wear a hat, you wear a hoodie, you wear a mask. It's Bob with a hat, a hoodie, and a mask on. And by the way, this is one time when intrusive technology was great. This guy was a pedophile. and they found him molesting little children on pedophile websites. That was the original photo. Dutch cops figured out how to unswirl it, and they arrested him. So even if you think you can conceal your photo and do other things, forget it. All right. So you say, they're going to recognize me. They can tell how I walk. I'm going to get in my car, and I'm going to tint the windows, and I'm going to travel safely, and only pop out at the last moment and run into the building.
This particular system is capable of capturing up to 3,000 license plates in an hour. We have 2 forward-facing cameras and 1 side-facing camera. The side-facing camera is out at a 90-degree angle, and it's basically for doing parking lot applications. I can go into a parking lot of a shopping center and drive down the lanes of the parking lot, and as I'm doing that, I'm